What is poppin', guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Dopeaxxpana, and I'm super excited for you guys to see this look today. I'm doing a feed-in ponytail in the back with the side bang in the front, and I'm gonna start off by parting this out ear to ear. I'm super excited, guys, because I recently shared this look on Facebook and it went viral. I had seen an inspo pic on Pinterest and decided that I wanted to recreate it. And so yeah, today I'm just gonna be breaking down this style and just letting you guys know how I completed it. So for this back section, I'm gonna split it into 4 quadrants. This is gonna help me create my feed-in ponytail. Splitting it into 4 is just gonna help you put an even amount of braids into the ponytail. It's also gonna allow you some space to create your knotless for the middle. We know that that adds fullness, and then it's just easier to navigate a ponytail when you do that. So even if you're just doing a feed-in ponytail on a full head, I would do the same thing, and it'll make it a lot easier for you. These parts in the beginning are just a rough draft. I am gonna go back in and fix those up. And then right now I'm gonna be parting out my knotless that I'm gonna be putting in the middle of this ponytail to add fullness to it. I'm also gonna be doing a little bit of boho, but I'm gonna be adding that in moderately as I go. So this is my client Soleil, y'all. This is gonna be a long feed-in ponytail because she is a hot girl, but I always braid and then braid all of my braids down at the end of the install. And the reason why I do that is because I like to sit down while I braid. For some reason, I braid faster standing up. So when I'm first installing, I do like to stand up, but when I'm braiding down, I like to sit down. It's just better for my back, better for everything. So a lot of people ask if it's faster. For me, it is faster because I've kind of created a routine doing it. But if it's not something that you do often, anytime you switch up your process, it is going to take a little bit longer. So keep that in mind. But for me, doing it that way is a lot faster. As I'm braiding down, it's really just muscle memory and I'm able to bang it out. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like once I created those feed-in braid, knotless in the middle of where my feed-in braids are going to be. And then I'm basically just going to be parting, angling in for the feed-in ponytail. One good thing to make sure that your ponytail is even for each quadrant, you can decide how many braids you want to put in. So let's just say 5. We know that each quadrant is going to have 5 braids for a total of 20 braids in this ponytail. It's super easy to make sure that your parts are even, that your braids are uniform. And so that's why I like parting it in 4 before I start. If I haven't already, my next video that I'm going to be uploading to my channel is actually going to be a stitch braid tutorial. So if you guys want an in-depth tutorial on how I'm actually stitching my client's hair, then go ahead and check my channel out and it will be there for you guys pretty soon, if not already. Y'all, anytime I do feed-in braids now, I have to stitch. It's almost like, why would I not? And so I know some people struggle with stitching and some people charge more for stitches, but for me, it's like if I'm doing any type of feed-in braid, I'm definitely stitching. The product that I'm using in this video today is actually Lock and Twist in the black container. It's one of it's a product that I've been using often, but it's not my absolute favorite. I just think it's super affordable and it gets the job done, but it will leave a white residue if you use too much of it, so you do have to use it sparingly. Like I said, products is just getting out of hand, y'all. Like, I'm not paying $40 for one little bottle of gel, and so this has been probably the most efficient product that I've been using for the cost, and so yeah, that's why I've decided to use it. I'm gonna make sure that I link all of the products that I'm using in the description section for you guys today. And if you guys wanna know my favorite products that I like to use, I can make a video, but also they are on my Amazon storefront, which is linked in the description section for you guys. So I'm just finishing off this feed-in ponytail, showing you guys a couple different angles, and then we'll get into how I did the front. I just want to mention before we get to the front that another reason why I like to put the knotless in the middle is because it creates more space for your ponytail. So if you guys are someone who struggles with all of your braids going towards the center, it's going to create a little bit more space for you to line those braids up. And so I love to create that ponytail. So after I did this last braid, I'm just going to actually throw this into a ponytail. Eventually I'm going to wrap a braid around it, but I do need to braid all of these braids down at first. So for now, it'll just be a hair tie on that, and then I'm gonna come back and do all of that for my finishing touches. Okay, so for the front of this style, it's going to be pretty much like a side bang, almost like lemonade braids. They're going to curve from one side around to the other. And so I'm putting knotless in on this side, just a couple rows to add fullness and also to cover up that space because these braids are going to be stopping right above her eyebrow. They're going to kind of like fall in her face a little bit. And so yeah, these are going to be a little bit bigger because the braids are not super small, so don't worry about that. But I'm going to be doing 2 rows. You can do 2 or 3, whatever you choose, to add that fullness for the bang. If you've been following my channel for a minute, then you guys know that I hate doing lemonade braids. It's so hard for me to close them up. So this style was just a little bit of a challenge in the front, but I pretty much made it work. This is what it looks like when those knotless on the side are done. And like I said, I did add a little bit of boho to those. And we're gonna go ahead and curve these braids over. So this is probably the easiest part, is curving over to the side. I've been doing these type of styles a lot, and like tribals, they've been really popular, just like a combo of like the side doo-wop with feed-ins or knotless in the back. So I've gotten a lot of practice with that. The challenging part is gonna actually be closing up the side, and I'll show you guys what I mean when we get to the top. But yeah, I'm excited for you guys to see how this turned out. This style was literally so bomb. I was dying to look for somebody to try this on, and so Soleil was the perfect model. She actually never really gets feed-in braids, but she was like, that's hella cute. So yeah, I'm excited for you guys to see how it turned out. Now the comb that I'm using is also listed in the description section. Y'all know I love Big Blue. I've been using this comb on my channel for like years and years and years and years. I can't even count how long. I feel like when you see the blue comb, you know it's the Pana Slay. So I have linked this comb in the description section. Sometimes my link will contain the same comb in different colors, but this is a crest cutting comb, and I love it because it's super sharp, it's super versatile. I can use it for silk presses, I can use it for braids, I literally can use it for whatever. I'm not really a fan of the precision parting combs. I don't know if it's like the quality of the ones that I've used, but like they just don't do it for me. And I have tried to get a precision parting comb and kind of file the tip to make it sharp, but I cut my client doing that. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just stick to what I know. I literally buy this comb and like I don't have to do anything to it. And everybody that I know who has switched to this comb because of me is like, no bitch, that comb is bomb. So I absolutely love it. Like I said, everything that I'm using in this video today, down to the comb, the kettle, everything will be linked in the description section for you guys. I just wanted to mention it because I know people are typically used to seeing those precision parting combs, and so yeah. So Soleil wanted like a deep side part, so I went in like a little deeper than I typically would, and I'm also trying to make sure that it falls kind of in her face. But ooh, y'all, doing the braids on this little last section, this little U section where I have to close it up, is always really challenging for me. Number one, like I never know what pattern to do because I do have patterns in my head, but it's like I feel like I'm running out of space to close up this side. And then when I do it plain, like I'm just kind of doing something plain today because I was like, you know what, I need to close this up and make it look right. It just like, I feel like I should have did more. So let me know if this is an area that you guys struggle with too, and maybe I can do a lemonade braid tutorial about how to close it up. I've been kind of working on it myself, so maybe, yeah, after a couple more tries, I'll be ready to share what has really worked for me. But you guys can see I'm kind of just following yeah, the pattern up here, and this is going to be my last braid in this section, and then we'll get to the edges. So when I say I struggle closing it up, you guys will see that there's a slight gap within the braids. I've seen people that have sewn the braids together. I've also seen a method where you guys can leave out a piece of hair and like braid it into the next braid, and the gap will be closed. But I always like my braids to fall naturally, so I don't like do any of that to close it up. And it looks kind of like spacey right now, but the finished look, it really wasn't that spacey. It just depends on how your client wears it. So let's get into the edges, which is honestly like probably my favorite part, maybe because like I know we're almost done, but also I just love to lay edges. I've gotten really a lot better at them over the years. So of course, I'm using none other than the Dope Collection TDC. It will be linked in the description section. If you guys are new to my channel, this is my own brand, and this edge control is absolutely bomb. A little goes a long way, and so yeah, you don't have to flat iron your clients' edges, but I always ask my clients what type of look they're going for, and if they want fluffy edges, then we will be flat ironing them. Otherwise, I will lay them naturally. And yeah, so like she don't be giving a damn. She just be letting me do whatever I want to do, and I love that for me. So yeah, link will be in the description section. So after this step, I'm just gonna go ahead and dip my client's hair, and the human hair that I was using this time was able to be dipped, so I just dipped the whole thing in hot water. I love that because I love when my braids have a lot of movement. Sometimes I have to pick out the boho hair, and I hate that for myself. But yes, y'all, I can't wait for you guys to get into this finished look. So like I said, y'all, this went viral on Facebook. I was like, oh my God, they love it as much as I love it. Let me know what you guys think in the description section down below. If you guys will rock this style, drop purple hearts for my girl Soleil. And yeah, you guys can see that side looks so full. Yeah, this style is definitely a slay. So I want to do it again. So expect to see it again on my channel. I might add like a little twist to it or something. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my videos. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And if you guys have any video requests, let me know down below and I'll get it out for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Big Pana, tutorials, lives, reviews, yeah, all that. Big Pana, not the little one. Hey, what you mean? Big box braids on your top, yeah, add it up. Gang finna hit a milli, yeah, add it up. Pana, 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 can you post a vid? I've been really booked and busy, but I got you, sis. Big subs, box braids, and they tug. Dropping gems, tell your friends, yeah, let's run it up. Big likes, drop a comment or we finna fight. Cause why wouldn't you like, comment, and subscribe to my videos? Okay.